So your baby just turned 4 months old, they're still not sleeping through the night, and sleep actually just got worse. Welcome to the 4-month sleep regression, and welcome to the perfect time to sleep train your baby. If I had $1 for every time somebody asked me, is it too early to sleep train my baby or is it too late to sleep train my toddler/child, I would be filthy rich. However, I'm not. So let's make this video and hope that it changes your trajectory of sleep. When parents ask, when's the best time to sleep train my baby? It is a loaded question. Now, based on age, you want to make sure that your baby is over 3 to 4 months old. I like to wait until 4 months just because of that 4-month sleep regression. But you also want to make sure with your child's pediatrician that there are no medical reasons why your child cannot sleep through the night and or be sleep trained at bedtime and throughout the night, so that you can only need to wake to feed. Many times babies are waking every hour to every 2 hours, even though they don't necessarily need to eat that often. Now, if you're on the other side of the spectrum and maybe your child is closer to 1 year old and you thought that you would just wait it out and that they would start sleeping through the night as they got older and bigger, but they didn't, it's never too late to start teaching healthy sleep habits. The number one thing that you need to do is ask the pediatrician if you have any questions. Is your child medically ready to be sleep trained? Do they need to still have any feedings overnight? Because sleep training and eating through the night are not the same thing. Your child can have independent sleep skills and still need to eat throughout the night. So it's not just a one-size-fits-all. When and if it's appropriate to be eating through the night, your child can still have those feedings and go back to sleep independently. Another reason why I like to wait until 4 months old is because your child's sleep cycles are maturing. They're starting to sleep in the same patterns that they're going to sleep for the rest of their lives. So why not teach them at that point how to fall asleep independently? Now, the only thing about sleep training at 4 months old or 5 months old is that naps are still going to be inconsistent. And as long as you expect that to happen, then it's perfectly fine to continue with bedtime sleep training. Now, naps do tend to come together closer to 6 months old. So if you wanted to wait and do bedtime and nap time sleep training at 6 months old or later, then more power to you. However, why not start getting better sleep at night when they're a little bit younger, so that when naps can start becoming more predictable and consistent, you're already on a path to success. It's also important to note that there are times not to sleep train. So if you are moving, maybe you need a bigger house, or maybe your baby is just starting daycare, or maybe they have some medical concerns or medical issues that are hindering your baby from sleeping very well, sleep training would not be appropriate. These are all times where it may not be appropriate to do any sleep training with your baby. If you want to learn more about setting the foundation for healthy sleep habits, then grab the free guide in the description box down below. I love sharing tips and tricks on sleep training, potty training, and all things motherhood. Check out slumberandbloom.com for my website and all of the services that I offer. Now, if your baby is less than 4 months old and you still want to lay the foundation for healthy routines and habits, you can grab the Baby Prep Blueprint, which is a newborn course also listed in the description box down below. There are so many useful tidbits of information within this course that will help you lay the foundation for a very lovely time with your baby. The number one thing that I always find very important for families to understand is that the only person who knows when you can or should sleep train your child is you. You know that if what you are doing currently is unsustainable, that you need to make a change, then go ahead and make that change, and don't let anybody make you feel bad about that. You may want to check with your pediatrician to see if it is developmentally appropriate to be sleep training your child, but other than that, there is no one else that needs to have any kind of conversation with you, unless of course you want to hire a sleep consultant like myself. I help hundreds of families change the trajectory of sleep for their family because they are exhausted and they just don't even know how to make these changes. Google has conflicting information. Maybe mom has one thought, maybe dad has another thought, and you just want somebody who can be neutral in the middle, hand you a sleep plan on a silver platter Just kidding. I don't really put it on a silver platter, but I am handing you a sleep plan, telling you exactly what your schedule should be, what to do at bedtime, middle of the night, nap time. How are we handling daycare sleep? How are we handling feedings and pacifiers and teething and sickness and all the things? I am going to help you through every single step of the way. So if you want to work with a sleep consultant one-on-one, go to slumberandbloom.com. Check out the link in the description box down below. Check out my sleep consultation packages. I am more than willing and happy to help you on your journey to getting better sleep. Just don't forget that it is not a comparison game. Do not worry about what your neighbor's kid is doing, what your friend's kid is doing, what your sister's kid is doing. None of that matters, because the only thing that matters is you, how you feel as a mom, and the choices that you make as a parent. Again, if you need help and you're not sure if it is developmentally time to sleep train your baby, then ask your child's pediatrician. And if it's time to hire a sleep consultant, then hit me up. I'm your girl, and keep blooming. Mwah.